This Good Morning Northwest morning spread is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Your time is 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your work week and the Monday in the morning sprint.
Yep, might want to grab a rain jacket before you head out. Mark Peterson has your forecast for a rainy afternoon ahead.
Ariel Drayton is live at Nothing Bundt Cakes with details on a delicious way to encourage your kids to read.
And Donald Trump is in New York today for a civil fraud lawsuit. Sydney Charles has the details.
But let's get right to some breaking news. More than 75,000 Kaiser Permanente workers could walk off the job this week, including workers in Spokane County. Unionized healthcare workers, including nurses and EMTs, lab techs, are negotiating new contracts with Kaiser Permanente. Their original contract ended Saturday night. If a deal is not reached, the bargaining phase would continue. The earliest a strike could begin would be Wednesday, though Washington workers will have a local contract that does not expire until October 31st. We have all the details of what unionized staff are asking for on KXLY.com.
Donald Trump is expected to attend the opening of his civil fraud trial in New York today. The lawsuit brought last September by New York Attorney General Letitia James alleges that Trump and his oldest sons engaged in fraud. And this is new footage of the former president arriving in New York last night for today's trial. James is accusing Trump, his eldest sons, and his family business of inflating Trump's net worth by more than $2 billion by overvaluing his real estate portfolio. Her lawsuit says Trump lied about his net worth for his financial benefit. Coverage on Trump's trial will continue coming up next on Good Morning America.
In our First Alert Weather, and that First Alert Weather app, it's been a benefit over the last couple of weeks. It will continue to be, so it's free. We're going to see, again, those rain showers this afternoon. Tonight, it dries out. The Palouse stays wet till the early morning hours, and then high pressure moves in, and things are looking really good. Today, highs of around 60 degrees all across the region, and we're going to have clean air quality with that rain starting in the noon hour, 1 o'clock.
Camper went up in flames along Highway 395 in Adams County, east of Othello. You can see the plume of smoke and the flames that engulfed that motorhome, and then what remains of it. The southbound lanes near Highway 26 were closed yesterday afternoon while crews responded to the flames. It's still unclear what caused the fire, but we will continue to update our website, KXLY.com, as we learn more.
The city of Spokane is joining dozens of other cities across the country asking the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn 2 court cases that put limitations on how cities can address homelessness. In Boise versus Martin and Johnson versus Grants Pass, the court has ruled cities are not allowed to enforce public camping probations unless there are enough beds and shelters to serve the entire homeless population. According to Mayor Nadine Woodward, this allows people to stay out of the streets and refuse services because they know Spokane doesn't have enough beds. Woodward says this effort will allow the city to allocate funding to services that focus on getting more people into housing. All the updates, both on air and online at KXLY.com.
This year's Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine has been awarded to Katalin Kariko and Drew Weissman for their work on mRNA vaccines, which were crucial in curtailing the spread of COVID-19. The Nobel Prize Committee announced the prestigious honor in Sweden today.
The Books and Bundt program is an initiative that some local teachers put together in order to boost reading and test scores for students. Take a look at your screen and I'll give you some important details you need to know about the program. The youth reading program encourages students to read, and this is to heighten test scores and even their vocabularies. This is for students that are in pre-K to 6th grade. They must read over 400 minutes monthly, record the time, and bring it into the bakery in order to receive a free Bundt Lake cake. If you'd like to know more information, visit us on KXLY.com. I'm Ariel Drayton reporting in Spokane for News Now.
Coming up next on Good Morning America, with federal student loan payments resuming, what millions of Americans need to know about paying their bills and how to still find some relief.
And popular on KXLY.com this morning, take a look at what's been going bump in the night in the Onion Creek area north of Colville in Stevens County. Here it is. A grizzly bear. The Stevens County Sheriff's Office says the bear had become a troublemaker in recent weeks, breaking into some chicken coops and stealing chickens. Despite non-lethal efforts to keep the bear away, well, it just kept coming back. So U.S. Fish and Wildlife agents captured the bear and have relocated it to a wilderness area.
Second half of the Badminton World Junior Championships gets underway today, happening at the podium. Players will pick up their rackets and finish out the last week of the tournament this Sunday.